Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carl Davis, and I want to welcome you to this special Zoom presentation tonight where we're going to be launching one of our amazing business partners business out there in the Caribbean right now. We are super excited for this opportunity. And if you've been invited here by any of one of our agents tonight, count yourself extremely lucky. I mean, this particular person has a vested financial interest in your future, and they just simply want to see you succeed. Now, my name is Carl Davis. I'm coming live to you from UK right now, and we got a whole bunch of business partners on the line right now, standing from the UK to the USA, also in St. Kitts there, and a special market right now. But tonight, I'm going to get myself quickly out of the way because I want you to hear from the reason why we're actually here tonight. We're launching one of our brand new business partners business. As I said, this lady, it's been an absolute pleasure to work with over the last few days or so since she actually got started. And, she simply wants to sort of share this opportunity with you. So if you've been invited here by Alexia today, wow, count yourself lucky because, she's definitely, someone you want to keep close to right now. She's like, I'm just going to get your mic muted there, Alexia. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. So yeah, Alexa, just a few words, just so your guest who's on the line tonight, just hear from you as to the reason why this business is, you got started and, what you're actually looking from this amazing opportunity.
Hi guys, good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. So one of the reasons I got started with this home-based travel business was to create a supplemental income and just more of like a financial freedom. And that's one reason why I invited you guys here as well, because I know you guys have similar ideas or similar, you guys share the same similar things with me as well. But I'm going to get out of the way and I would like to introduce our main speaker. He has traveled numerous since starting his business just over a year ago. He's a goal builder within the business, one of the top income earners in the UK and Europe, helping families internationally. So I just like to hand it right back over to you, Carl, and Carl Davis. Thank you once again, guys, for tuning in. Enjoy.
I'm so sorry. I've been talking and really enjoying myself. Didn't realize I was still on mute after actually introducing Alexia. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Carl Davis and I am a goal builder here in PlanNet Marketing. I am very excited. I'm so excited that I've actually been talking to you on mute all that time. My apologies. My background is from a broadcast engineering background where I used to work in engineering for a number of years for different TV companies where I basically saw there's a lot of people that was doing what I was doing and didn't have the lifestyle that I really wanted for myself. You see, I wanted more out of life, but I realized that a lot of engineers that I was working in television didn't have the lifestyle I wanted, and they had been doing what I've been doing for a lot longer than I have been doing it. So, I wanted something different. Now, I realized that if I didn't actually do something different, I was going to get the same thing as them. Luckily for me, 2 years ago, someone shared this opportunity with me. And it basically changed my life, ladies and gentlemen, because I now had a vehicle to really get those things I actually wanted for myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to come on a journey with me. I want you to imagine financial freedom. Now, to some people, this might mean different things. Maybe the chance to actually have all your bills paid in one go and actually have more money left at the end of a month. How about actually walk into a restaurant, actually read that menu you should read the menu from left to right rather than from right to left to see what you can actually afford that particular night. How about the chance to actually go on a holiday and actually come back when you want to come back, not when the job basically says for you to come back. But how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Imagine personal freedom. You see, many of us actually had loads of different hobbies that we had when we was actually growing up and so on. And the pressures of life came about where, the job came about and you don't really have the personal freedom that you really wanted as you go through the pressure of life. But to me, this is the most important one, time freedom. You see, many of us know exactly how much money we got in the bank, but none of us really know how much time we got. You see, time is one of the most important assets we have, but it's the one thing that once used cannot be get back. You just can't really get it back. But ladies and gentlemen, here at PlanNet Marketing, we're going to show you how you can design your ideal life, where you're going to discover how you can actually earn more, travel more, save more, and experience more. You see, here at PlanNet Marketing, we're going to show you how you can actually build a strong network, embrace and empower yourself and others with an unlimited income opportunity. You're going to benefit from e-commerce, where you can actually have a business where you can actually run from anywhere at any time without no inventories and no quotas. But also, you're going to become a travel professional, where you can actually now earn travel commissions and learn the secrets of the travel professional, all without the need for a second job. Because I firmly believe that 2 jobs are meant for 2 different people. So who are we, ladies and gentlemen? Well, the person on your screen is Mr. Donald Bradley. He's the CEO, the chairman, the visionary behind this amazing company. Mr. Donald Bradley is a documented 7-figure income earner within this industry over the last number of years. And he's got a company now which is 4 years old, with reps in over 20 different countries and over 57,000 active agents, in those different countries. So, Mr. Bradley says, we're committed to offering a financial opportunity that provides a now income and, more importantly, a sustained financial security. Doesn't that sound like a company that you definitely want to be part of? Now, ladies and gentlemen, they're an online business provider. So they supply an opportunity, for you to earn from home. But more importantly, they're actually based out of they're based out of Atlanta. And when Mr. Donald Bradley put this business together, he wanted the best in corporate leadership team. So one of the first few phone calls he made was to Mr. Andy Coffin. Now, Mr. Andy Coffin, he's got decades of executive management in corporate operations, marketing and sales experience. He's managed billion-dollar global businesses and also international experience in those businesses, which is very important for a company that's working in 20 different countries around the world. So he knows a thing or two of how to actually make sure that we're totally legal and compliant in any country that we actually work in. The second call he made was to Miss Leanne Treckler. Now, she's our Chief Operating Officer, and we've got a dedicated telephone line that we can actually call up for any sort of problems we have as we're actually in the field working our business. And she's got an amazing support team of over 40 other individuals who's there to actually help us with any support issues that we might have. So this is the second. Mr. Donald Bradley is the first millionaire mentor which Alexia's got. This is the second millionaire mentor which Alexia's actually got in her business. And this gentleman is Mr. James Ferrara, the co-founder and president of our travel business partner. You see, IntelliTravel is a leading innovator in travel over the last 25 years. You see, they are the originators of the Homebase travel agent. They've got accreditation and certification from the likes of CLIA and also the Better Business Bureau, and recognize them for the excellence that they've actually achieved in the travel industry. Now, they're based out of Delray Beach, Florida. And PlanNet Marketing and IntelliTravel have an exclusive partnership, you see, where PlanNet Marketing does the marketing and allows people to actually now sell the travel agency business. And IntelliTravel, well, they sell everything to do with travel and anything in the travel and leisure industry. So you see, they don't need to market their business because they have on now over 57,000 agents self-marketing. So therefore, a lot of that marketing that they would normally spend on TV, radio, and advertising is now being paid back to the agents who is actually self-promoting their own business. So I could go on about all the different things that IntelliTravel has achieved on a year-to-year basis, but the industry basically does all that right here. Here you can actually see some of the awards and recognition that they've actually achieved over a number of years. Like, Norwegian Cruise Line, they were the breakout agency of 2018. The mark of excellence from the Travel Corp 500 Club Platinum. You're talking about Vacation Express Presidential Club, and also the CLIA Premier member, as well as Delta Vacation. So this is just some of the industry awards that they've actually achieved. So you know that they know a thing or two when it comes to travel. Now, did you know that everything which is actually booked online has commissions attached to it? Everything. So someone needs to be getting those commissions. So this is what we're talking about, where Alexia now has a business where she is a travel business owner, but not any old travel business owner. Because when you think of a travel business owner, you might think of a shop down the local high street or down the town and someone sitting behind a desk. But when you think about a home-based travel business owner, you think about someone, sitting at home in their pajamas, booking travel and earning commissions for everything they do, where she's now actually got access to family reunions, common interest groups, and much more. The wedding industry, honeymoons, destination weddings, and anniversaries, and not to mention the group travel, where you've got sports teams, corporate and church retreats, the fraternities and sororities of, talking about school and colleges and all those different institutions where you can now be booking travel through. Now, what does she have access to? She's got access to cruises, vacation packages, tours, car rentals, airline tickets, hotel room, resorts, travel insurance, and much, much more, train tickets, everything in the travel and leisure is now what you've got access to. I'm talking about you becoming an insider in the travel industry and basically, position yourself and planting your flag. So why travel and why now? Well, travel is an $8 trillion industry. Absolutely massive. And we're talking about that now growing to $15 trillion over the next 10 years. Despite travel taking a dip right now due to the current circumstances in the world, travel is still one of the things that people want to do. It's one of the number one research categories online right now. And the baby boomers are fueling this growth. I mean, we're talking about, they've actually got a bit more time on their hands. They now want to sort of travel and tick off all of those destinations off their bucket list. And the actual millennials are hot on their heels. They're spending a whopping $200 million annually, on travel that they just basically just cannot wait to actually take. And then you've got the Generation Z. The younger generation, these are the digital generation, the jet setters and the leisure travelers. These guys will be mixing business with leisure. There's no more of this business or leisure. It's business and leisure. So ladies and gentlemen, and the reason why, because we're talking about you getting paid on what people are already doing, because almost everyone that is traveling or wants to travel. So we're talking about you now positioning yourself where you can be getting paid between 70 to 80% of the commissions on anything which is booked through your own website. We're partnered with some of the major vendors worldwide, no third-party intermediaries, and we've got the reserve inventory of group cruise blocks, best in customer support and services, and we've got an agent training module which is second to none. And this is training that you can actually take at your own speed, in your own time, to really position yourself as a travel professional that you want to be. So Alexia is going to have her own personalized website with an email marketing program, business cards, sales tools, print advertising material, and much more, as well as a customer management software. Everything already been done for you. See, IntelliTravel knows that not anyone knows to actually build a website and also manage one. So all this is already done for you. You don't have to worry about building a website or hosting a website. All this stuff is done already. All you got to do is just upload a photo of yourself, some contact information, and your site is literally up and ready to go. I mean, they've got links into every hotel around the world. Literally, we're talking about how much you can actually get paid, okay? As an agent, as a few little examples, some recent bookings that's happened, we're talking about a frequent business traveler who's actually traveling 3 nights at a hotel stay booked through your portal. We're talking about $151.20 could be in terms of commission paid back to you. Now, this doesn't have to be a booking that you make. That person could go directly to your website and make that booking without you even knowing anything about it. All you know that $151 commission is going to be getting paid to you after those bookings are actually made. How about a golf trip? Who do you know actually loves to play golf? Well, you can be getting that golf trip booked through your portal, 5-day golf trip to Arizona for a group of 4, and basically earning yourself $274.86. Ladies and gentlemen, I just love this slide. I mean, how many of us know what Cancun is like? You could be that person booking a 7-day honeymoon, for all-inclusive resort in Cancun, complete with a butler service for a happy couple who's just finished off their wedding and now they want to really go and actually have that amazing, memorable honeymoon. You could be booking that for them and basically getting $561.79 for that booking. I mean, Cancun, I heard that the people are friendly, the food is gorgeous, and even down to the mosquitoes are friendly. So, it's not a bad place to actually go. How about cruising? Do we have any cruise lovers on the line tonight? Is anyone who actually love the cruising? I mean, if you don't cruise, you need to start watching that Titanic movie. Cruising are nothing like it used to be. I mean, this is like fantastic. You could be booking a 5-day group cruise, family reunion, where you've actually booked out 20 cabins for a Western Caribbean cruise for those special family, and literally earning yourself $2,240. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that can be booked like in a matter of hours. I mean, you get all the information together. I mean, you can be looking to do one of these like once a month or so, and that could be someone's wage after all the taxes or so. I mean, imagine booking a couple of these, a month or, in a particular period. I mean, absolutely fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about you having fun, learning, and earning, where you can now educate yourself by experience and travel from a client's perspective with our exclusive IntelliTrips, which I'm going to touch on in a quick moment. You can become better educated on travel vendors and industry products and acquire vendor-specific certification at your own speed. There's no quotas, as I said, ladies and gentlemen. You learn at your own speed. You can actually work through the IntelliTravel education program, where you can actually become a dream maker, a vacation builder, and a travel genius as you actually work yourself through the different levels of the education. But then you can also take this one step further, where you can actually become now an ambassador in the actual travel industry. And this is where, you're definitely recognized as someone who really knows some thing or two about the travel industry. So we're talking about some IntelliTrips, because it's very important that you learn how to become a product of the product, where you can go on to these trips. We're talking about 4 nights in Montego Bay in Jamaica, costing you as an insider in the industry, $99 per person at this 4-star hotel restaurant. I mean, absolutely fantastic. I mean, who wouldn't really mind spending 4 nights in a place like this for those sort of prices? And you can only get those prices if you're an insider in the travel industry. We do have any Disney lovers on the line? Any Disney lovers? We're talking about 3 nights Disneyland, for an incredible $399. Ladies and gentlemen, some people can't even get into the park for like $399. So, you're now going to have 3 nights there for that incredible price. But how about this? We actually have what we call these amazing international IntelliTrips, where 7 nights on board one of these amazing Royal Caribbean cruise liners, where this is now your classroom for the next 7 days. I mean, we're not talking about you sitting in a classroom with no sort of windows. I mean, this ship here, the entire ship is your classroom, where you can actually now learn about this particular amazing 5-star floating hotel and lead to just find out exactly how this ship basically operates. And from that, you can be getting a nice, lovely ocean view room for $399 or $559 with a balcony view. I'm talking about every room with a view. So every morning you wake up, you pull that curtain or so, and you're in a different island or different location, to really just sample what it's like to be, on the high seas as a travel insider. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this, I had no experience in travel, apart from the travel that I was doing myself. But more importantly, I wasn't really necessarily a business person. But you know what? IntelliTravel knows this, that a lot of people are going to see this opportunity and not necessarily be business minded. So they've put a number of assurances in place to make sure that you're going to get the success that you want quick and fast from this business. So the first thing they've actually got as IntelliTravel assurance is what's known as our best travel price guarantee, which basically means that if you have a customer who comes to you and book a trip through you, and for some reason they find that trip cheaper somewhere else within that same period, within that same week, say, they can get they can actually, if we can't actually match the price, and we're talking about apples for apples here, pairs for pairs. So it's going to be after with the same trip, the same hotel, the same flight, whatever, and we can't actually match the price. Well, IntelliTravel is going to give that person a voucher in the terms of 110% of the price difference. So, if that customer is happy, obviously they're going to go on their trip, but now you've actually got a happy customer, and you're also going to be a happy agent, because you're going to have a customer who's now going to come back to you with a voucher So you'd actually have a returning customer, but more importantly, the customer is going to be happy because they've actually now got a voucher they can actually use towards their next trip. So amazing. And then we've got what's known as our 100% money back guarantee, where basically means that you could start this business and 30 days you can give this business a try. You can kick the tires, find out what it's like to be a travel business owner, maybe try and make some bookings or so, or maybe just really just take some educational courses and just see what it's like. And for whatever reason you're not happy with this after 30 days, you can always get your full money back without no questions asked. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the one that really stuck out to me, because not many people actually offer this and not many businesses actually have this. But even after a year of being in this business, and if you've not actually broken even or in being profit, IntelliTravel has got what's known as a unique profit guarantee, which basically means that you could be in this business for a year, and let's say you've spent $500 getting your business running, keeping your business running. But you've only made, let's say, $300 in terms of commission. Well, IntelliTravel would look at that and they'd say, okay, we can see that you've actually played your part. You've done what you need to do. You've done some courses. You've tried to be an agent. You've tried to make some bookings or so. But for some reason, you just didn't get the commissions that you'd kind of hope to keep you make sure that you're actually in profit. They would look at that and they'd basically cut you a check for $200. At least now, even after a year, you can actually have a business that's now broken even, if not in profit. And there's not many businesses out there that would just expect you to be in profit within the first year. Normally, it's going to be about a good 3 to 4 years before most businesses actually see profit. And ladies and gentlemen, when I heard this and saw this, there's only one thing that came to mind. That was peace of mind. I thought, I don't know how I can lose. How can I lose if these assurances are in place? And, and this is a business that I'm going to be running around, alongside what I'm currently doing in my spare time. There's no quotas. I've got those amazing fam trips I can actually be going on, which is basically now traveling more for less. That was it. I was already sold. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I want to now introduce you to a way of how you can really capitalize and being a business owner, because that's the end of the travel side of business. But what I want to now do is actually take you through, and introduce somebody who's going to now take you through the serious part of this business, which is basically, the marketing and compensation plan, and I'm going to bring somebody to the line who's going to really break this down for you. This gentleman here is what we call a director in training, which basically means that, he's got a phenomenal organization of agents. He's got an international business. He's got a business that basically stands not here just in the UK, but in the Caribbean, all of the USA. And, he's a phenomenal leader. And he's really going to show you exactly how you can really capitalize on, building a strong network. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to the line Mr. Ricardo Grant Lee. Mr. Grant Lee, are you here, sir?
I'm here, Carl. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir. Take it away. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me to be here tonight and to be presenting this amazing compensation plan. We had to take it right back to you. Cass, I just wanted to say that was an amazing travel presentation as usual. Thanks for everything you do for PlanNet Marketing. Thanks for everything you do for your team. If you are following Carl's leadership, I want you to know that Carl's has built one of the largest organizations we have ever seen, all the way from here, from the UK to the US. Carl is now on the way to be our next DIT, also future director here at PlanNet Marketing worldwide. He's a gentleman that is still working a 9-to-5 job, full time, and finding time to share this opportunity, share the vision of Mr. Donald Bradley and PlanNet Marketing, and help people to be financially free. So if you are following the leadership of the gentleman, please just stick to whatever he's telling you, and you will succeed. So this is our PlanNet Marketing compensation plan, and it is quite simple, but it is aggressive. Now I'm going to show you how to earn weekly and monthly, and now also unlock 7 different streams of income. The travel side was only one stream of income. Working from home in the travel industry, the largest, most sexiest, the more lucrative industry in the world, for me, is a blessed, but it's only one stream of income. It's our responsibility to let you know that this compensation plan can pay you in 7 different ways. And now we're going to dive straight into it. So it said, build a network, empower yourself and others, capitalize on the power of leverage and residual income. If you are not having leverage and residual income, you're working too hard. Now, it is quite simple. You need to understand, first of all, you need to understand the industry that we are in. It is the distribution industry. What we distribute is travel. Travel is our product. And it's a product always in demand. Everybody wants to travel. Even now, that people will say, well, you know, travel is slightly in standby. No, people are booking travel right, left, or center. People booking travel for the end of 2020. People booking travel for 21. And we know as soon as we are ready to go, travel is gonna get back again. Also, people gonna start booking travel more than ever. So when you're gonna get started, you're gonna become an independent travel agent, also a representative for PlanNet Marketing, and you're gonna be excited. Every time when we having a service, or every time we're having a good experience, all what we do is we talk. It's a normal thing between human beings. The ladies go to a hairdresser, they have the hair beautiful done. What are they gonna do? They're gonna talk. The men go to a restaurant and have a beautiful meal. What are they gonna do? They're gonna talk to their friends. We do the same thing here. We are happy to be here at PlanNet Marketing and teletravel, working from home, and we're gonna share the opportunity. Every time you share this amazing opportunity, PlanNet Marketing will reward you with $50. This is what we call direct sales. And the good things about this, ladies and gentlemen, it is unlimited. You can share this opportunity as many times you want, and you're gonna get paid $50. There is no qualifying period. You hit it, you get it. Sometimes you share the opportunity on Monday, you're gonna get paid on a Thursday. It is great. Now, if it doesn't stop there, there is more income. When you help someone to get started, and that person do the same thing, they share the opportunity, you're gonna get paid what we call it 50% check. You're gonna get paid $25. That $25, they're not coming out of the $50 check that they're gonna get when they share the opportunity. It's coming in addition to just the company to say thanks to you, because without you introducing them to the business, they will never hear about that person. This becoming now a helping business. 4 years ago, when I got started, there was a lady called Alexia, and she got me started. I mean, I didn't have any experiences about travel and tourism, working from home. But she called me, she showed me a plan, she showed me the video presentation. I fell in love with the product, and she could pay $50. That was all what she could pay, $50. But Alexia coached me, she mentored me, and Alexia myself are being able to make $1,000 or American dollars, sterling pounds, Mexican pesos. We have been earning money all over the world. Alexia understood that the $50 was just a little note in the picture. She understood that building a relationship with the person that you bring into the business, you can help you to basically generate wealth. And this is what we do here, guys. We help you to get started. We're gonna coach you, we're gonna mentor you, and we're gonna make sure that you know what to do next. Now, there is more income. When you become a goal builder, means that you have helped Nine Family Plus. You're gonna be able to earn additional bonuses as you promote. And we have 6 levels of them, and you're gonna get paid $10. And same code, we only have 6 levels of them. As mentioned before, no limit direct sales, matches, and team bonuses, and upfront commission are paid weekly. Now, in our next slide, it's all about building the PlanNet Marketing Builder program. This is all about sharing the information. I mean, what I really love about this is that PlanNet Marketing and Donald Bradley have made it so easy for us. I mean, I have seen too many businesses out there where for you to find out what you have to do next. Sometimes you need to find a compass. It's so complicated. But here, it's all about passing the blessed. When you share this opportunity with 3 individuals and they are active, you will become a bronze builder. When you share this opportunity with 6 individuals and they're active, you will become a gold builder. And a silver builder. When you share this opportunity with 9 individuals and they're active, you will become a gold builder. When you become a gold builder, the whole business change again. You're gonna be able to receive the first level of the $10 team bonuses, and I have to say, it means that everybody will join your organization. You're gonna get paid $10 regardless if you bring them personally or not. Remember, this is an international business, and you're not confined only to share this opportunity in St. Kitts. You can share this opportunity all over the world. Now you can earn your sleep. Now also, you're gonna look the 10% matches on the personal ITA travel commission. Means that everybody that you help to get started, when they sell travel, you're gonna get paid 10%. Now, that 10% again is not coming out of the check, it's coming in addition to just the company to say thanks to you, because without you introducing them to the program, they will never hear about that. If you go back to the presentation, you remember that cruise that Carlos was talking about. I think it was $2,240 for 20 cabins. Can you imagine 3 or 4 individuals in your organization doing that transaction? Sometimes you don't know when the transaction are being done. Could be a cruise, could be a hotel, could be anything related to travel, basically. But when you are scrolling up and down and going into your intellectual back office, and you go to the commission check, you're gonna see that surprise check, and that will put a smile on your face. Also, when you become a gold bidder, you're gonna look the 10% matching on a personal rent matrix commission, and now we're talking about monthly income. In the next slide, I want to explain what it is amazing metrics, what it's all about. Now, this is our residual income, our 319 team building metrics exercise. I want everybody to think about this. It's a team building metrics exercise. It is not something that you need to do on your own. If you're not familiar with residual income is like the royalties in the music industry. It is the reason why the likes of Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, Prince, they're no longer here with us, but they're generating more money than when they were alive. Their families are facing different challenges in life, but money is not one of them. And my big example is Mr. David Acosta, our 3-star director, rapidly approaching 4, and also is our mentor. This gentleman is only 33 years old, and is generating an excess of $10,000 US dollar just out of this amazing residual plan. Mr. David Acosta being able to retire his mom from a 9-to-5 job, and she no longer has to wake up scared, by the alarm clock and run through the door, just only because of this amazing product. If you ask him what he did 2 or 3 years ago, he can't remember, but the money is still coming into his account every 15th of the month, if I don't make a mistake. For you to start receiving the benefit of this amazing program, you only need to have 2 individuals active in your organization. When you become a bronze builder, you're going to look the level from 1 to 5. And when you become a silver builder, you're going to look the level from 1 to 8. And when you become a gold builder, you're going to look the full potential of this amazing program. Now, in the next column, we'll explain to you how many people you can have per levels. As you can see, in level 1, you can have 3 people. Level 2, you can have 9 people. And this metric will max out to 19,683 individuals. And I know the big question that is going in your head. I didn't know 25,000 people. I wasn't born here. I came here quite late. I didn't have any college education here. I only knew that I wanted something else. I only knew that I was sick or tired of being sick and tired. I wanted a change. You're going to find the one that are looking for you. You're going to find the one that are ready for a change. It is about quality and not quantity. You're going to find that night that want to change their life, and they're going to do the same thing with everybody they bring. Now, in the next column, I'll explain to you how much you're going to get paid from level 1 to level 4. As you can see, you're going to get paid $4 every time when someone renew their membership in your organization. And in my favorite column, the next one, which is basically explain to you the potential payout of this amazing program. As you can see here, there's money for everybody. I mean, I'm pretty sure some people here on the line could be happy making $480 on top of what they're doing. I'm pretty sure. But I have to say, I have done too many things in life out there, too many little job hassles and so forth. But I've never been in a place where I can generate $180,000 in the monthly basic. Now, you won't generate that money if you get started today or tomorrow. It is something that you're going to build with the time. It's something that you need to help people to get started and reach their goals, and you're going to be able to get close to it. If we say this is going to take us 5 or 6 years, just to make, for example, 10% of that, what are you doing nowadays? What are you doing today that can't take you any close to that income? That is the question that you need to ask yourself. Now, in our next slide, it's all about being a director. I want to make myself out of the way. I'm going to bring someone to a line that is more qualified to take you through this amazing program. She's what we call a founder director. A founder director means when this lady decided to get started with PlanNet Marketing, there wasn't any evidence that PlanNet Marketing would be as big as it is now. Probably, and to be honest, it wasn't even a presentation like this. But she followed the leadership and the vision of Mr. Donald Bradley, and she gave everything she got, and she became a director. She has a heart of gold. She's my personal coach as well and mentor, and she's a mother. She's a friend. She's a family, to me, and she's in a mission to helping as many people she get across to. I mean, I want you to pay quite close attention to what this lady had to say, because this program changed her life. So let me introduce to some and present to us one of the female top income earner in the whole UK and Europe, Miss Orisha Bartley, all the way from North London. Orisha, have you made it to the line?
Yes, Ricardo, I've made it to the line. Can you hear me clearly?
Loud and clear, you can take it away.
Fantastic. Good evening, everyone. And thank you, Ricardo, as always, for throwing down a fantastic compensation plan. Thank you for everything you do, not just for the team, but also for PlanNet Marketing as a whole. So, let's talk about the director program. Before I go into it, though, I am going to tell you guys a bit about myself and my journey with PlanNet Marketing. As Ricardo said, my name's Orisha Bartley. I'm a one-star director with PlanNet Marketing, and my journey started a little over 4 years ago. Now, when I got started with this business, I was a full-time bus driver, had 2 children, and I also looked after my grandmother, who was really sick. So I had very little time to invest in a business. But when I saw this opportunity, I got excited. Because at my job, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was putting in all the hours God sends, but I was still living wage to wage, still not affording everything that we needed as a family. Missed out on so many things with my children, sports days, parents' evenings, social events with family, with friends. I missed it all, and I wanted that to change. And we traveled about once a year, and obviously we would have liked to travel more too. So this opportunity came to me, and the minute I saw it, I got excited. The potential to be able to work from home and not have to do any overtime and earn that additional income. And there was a lot of travel happening around me, especially at the bus garage. People were going on weekend breaks, summer holidays. They were traveling all the time. So I invested the day I saw this opportunity. The same information that you're all seeing tonight is what I saw. And, within the first 2 weeks of being partnered with this company, I was able to earn back my initial investment. So that ticked a box for me. And just 2 months in, I had a small team, but it was big enough that residually I was earning enough to cover my monthly overhead. So this business was paying for itself just 2 months in. Now, when I got started, as I said, it was just, I was looking at a way to not have to do overtime. But when that happened, I started to see the power of this compensation plan and took the business very, very seriously and told a lot more people. Now, I booked travel in my first year as well, quite a bit. And within year 1, I was able to go part-time on the buses. I cut my week in half from doing, minimum 10-hour shifts, 6 to 7 days a week, to doing just 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And for me, at that point, there was no going back. I had so much more time for my children, my family, and also for this business. Now, from then to now, I've been able to grow a huge organization, including people like Ricardo that you just heard from. He was a passenger on my bus, and he is now a large portion of my organization. So you just never know who you're going to meet when. And, just roll on to February the 11th of last year, I was able to give up the buses altogether because the income in what was my plan B now outweighed what I was earning in my job, in my main job. So I was able to give it up, sack my boss, and I now run this business full time from home. And each of you watching this tonight have exactly the same chance. So get really excited. And now we are going to talk about some real life-changing income. So this is our director program. What does it mean to be a director with PlanNet Marketing? Now, to be a director, it means you need to have a team of a minimum of 100 ITAs in your business. Now, we're not asking you to personally bring 100 people on your own. You can do that, but it's going to take a while. So we're going to help you to find maybe your first 10. Then we're going to show those 10 people how to do exactly what we've coached you to do. And before you know it, you'll have a balanced team of 100. So this is an adult high-tech game of follow the leader. Now, as a one-star director, and you're going to start your month off on the first of each and every month with an additional director bonus of $500. Now, that $500 is paid out in addition to the weekly and the residual pay. Also, as a one-star director, they're guaranteeing you, as a minimum, you're going to bring in $1,000 each and every month. Now, if I was to help anyone on this call right now, if I was to be able to help you earn an additional, let's say $400 to $500 a month, I'm sure you'll agree that's going to make a difference to most households. So that is more than achievable with this program. Now, directors also receive the PlanNet Marketing Director Jacket, and you also get awarded and get recognized on stage, you know, in front of your partners for the work and the contribution that you've made to the business. Now, if you remember when Ricardo was speaking, he spoke of that team bonus. Now, as a gold builder, that team bonus is $10. But as a one-star director, that now duplicates the $20 for each and every person that joined your organization. Whether you introduce them or not, you're going to get that $20. Now, as a two-star director with a team of 300 active ITAs, your month is going to start off with $1,000, and that team bonus again is going to jump to $30. So you're going to get that every time. And as you can see, you know, as your team grows, so does your income. Now, right now, this program goes to 9-star director, 9-star. And, you know, once we get a 9-star, Mr. Bradley has promised that he will extend the program. But currently, our highest ranked agents are 6-star directors. We have 3 of them, and one of those are the top income earner in the whole of PlanNet Marketing worldwide. Now, his name is Mr. Shedrick White. And, you know, before this opportunity, more than 4 years ago, he was a waiter in a restaurant, you know. So it just shows that this opportunity is, as long as you're over 18, it's for anybody from any background, any walk of life. You know, you can do this business. Now, when you look at this program, you know, what sort of income do you see here that would change things for you and your family forever? You know, what would make a difference to you? Guys, use the chat box and, you know, really let me know what sort of income would be life-changing for you. Now, ladies and gents, I'm actually going to take myself out of the way now as we move on. We're going to talk about our presidential rings and Rolex program. And we have a speaker on the line, our last speaker for the night, who is more than qualified to present to you the rest of our presentation. Now, he is our sapphire ring wearer. He is a 6-figure income earner. This gentleman has traveled over 105 times in the last 4 years. You know, he is very, very passionate about helping people change lives. He is a 3-star director, fast approaching 4-star director. He's my personal mentor. Please welcome to the line, Mr. David DaCosta. David, have you made it to the line?
Yes, I'm here. Alicia, can you hear me okay?
Yes, loud and clear, David. Take it away.
Amazing, amazing. Well, it's always an honor to be working with people who really put people before profits. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. I'm just trying to get my light on. It is very late here in London, England. It is it's way past midnight. It's nearly 1 a.m. now. So very excited to, you know, be presenting this information to you guys, and what Ricardo, Carl and Arisha have gone over is just life-changing. Now, life-changing is cheesy, but it's also fact. We've got people in the Caribbean, our business partners over in Jamaica, some people making over $3,000 a month, which to me is a very substantial income. And it's taken them 1 year of hard work. This is not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. Hard work, dedication has got people making some very serious income. I'm very blessed to come from humble beginnings, so I know what hard work is like. This was my equipment. I used to be a cameraman. You know, this is what I would take all over the UK. As a cameraman, I was making less than $900 a month. You know, and now I don't know about scent kits, but in London, that's called broke. I was very broke, you know, very, very, very broke. You know, the average house in London now, if you want a decent house, 2 bedrooms, you need $1 million, pretty much, you know. So to me, that wasn't going to happen with, you know, less than $1,000 a month. So I was looking for an opportunity. I found it. Now, this business currently pays me over $11,000 a month. As Arisha said, this sapphire ring, which I'm very proud to wear, you know, indicates, firstly, it's got my family name on it, DaCosta, which means I'm now working for my second name. When I was working my job, I was working for my boss. You know, if I work really, really hard, my money's the same, but my boss achieves a lot more money, wealth. And I made Sky TV million for the 11 years I worked there. Some of you comment in the box if you're a millionaire. When I say a millionaire, that means you've helped companies to make millions. If you've worked for 10, 20, 30 years, some of you are millionaires. You know how to make a company millions. Now, what if that company had your name attached to it? Who gets the millions? You, right? So why make millions for someone else who doesn't give you what you deserve? You might as well do it again, but for yourself. And it's not going to take too long. So we're going to move on. You know, the presidential ring is phenomenal. And this program has helped me to help a lot of people. It's about helping people. The more people you help, the more you rank up. Now, we're very proud that our company is very transparent. Our income disclosure for 2019 is in our presentation. 99% of the people doing this business do it on a part-time basis. So if you have a job, 2 jobs, 1 child, 2 children, 10 children, right? If you have, you know, multiple jobs, if you have studies, this is a business that you can do around your current circumstance. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on, what we want to talk about now is how simple this business is, because it's a true business in a box. But the most important thing for me is it's willable. It's a fun business, but we're talking serious business. Being able to pass this income down to your loved ones, God forbid if you passed away, your weekly, your monthly, your residual income going to someone you choose it to, that's a serious, serious deal. You see, you know, imagine if you were like the Hiltons, Hilton hotels around the world, you know, have people living in there, sleeping in there, you know, and the Hilton family are going to make millions forever. Steve Jobs' family don't need to get a job because back in the days he did some work which secured their legacy. What are you going to be remembered for? People of St. Kitts, of America, or wherever in the world you're tuning in from, answer me this question. Do you remember your great, 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 great grandfather or grandmother? Normally the answer would be no. If they left you behind $250,000, would you remember them? Yes. Because when you get into your Lamborghini or your big mansion, you're going to remember why you're there, because somebody left you a will, somebody left you some money. So what do you want to be remembered for? I want to be remembered for creating wealth for my family. So now, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the transparency of this company, showing you that you can do this part-time around what you're doing. It's a turnkey business. Tools are there for you. Apps, videos to send to people is already designed. The training is phenomenal. We're going to show you about marketing, how to build a team. We're going to show you about travel, how to book the travel for the people in St. Kitts and around the world. You know, you've got people docking at the ports, you know, the big cruise ships. You can give them business cards and say, hey, I'm a local travel agent here on the island. See, if I was coming to St. Kitts, which I did not too long ago, 6 months ago I was there, and I can't wait to get back. I personally would want to literally, you know, speak to someone, a travel agent who actually lives there. That's what I personally want to do. You know, if you are a local like Mr. Rose, you know, he knows where to go, where not to go, what to eat, what not to eat. You know, he knows where to have fun, right? You know, I'm gonna call him when I land and say, yo, where's the party at? You know, I want to go to see the tourism. I want to go to have fun. You know, where do I go? You know, what's the best hotel near the beach, right? So if there's so much tourism going on in St. Kitts, millions of dollars being made, the local members should be, you know, enjoying some of it as well. Not just the big companies coming in from other places, the local, you know, we want the locals, your friends and family, you to make money from the tourism. And there's so many tourists coming into the island and you can make money too. We've got events going on all over the country and all over the world, which we're really excited about. We are soon going to have our first weekly events online for St. Kitts, which we're nearly doing every 2 weeks now, webinars. And then we're going to have a physical event in St. Kitts. I can't wait for you guys to see the events we're doing. In fact, I'm actually going to show you. I was talking to one of our business partners, Samantha, and I was letting her know the flyer, what it's going to look like. We are going to be flying over there, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see what we're dealing with here. This is the flyer for St. Kitts. You've probably seen it, maybe it's sent in a group. So, you know, in September, the date is to be confirmed. You know, we know we're going to be there in September, just before or after our convention. The Newton Community Centre. I don't know how to pronounce this. Was on a webinar the other day, and Mr. Rose told me how to pronounce it. I'm not going to attempt a Battersea. That's probably wrong. But you know, myself, you know, Mr. Rose, you know, Vadney, Samantha, you know, and so many of our amazing business partners in St. Kitts will be launching this opportunity with the second event. You know, Chanel will be there. You know, all the people that are working hard to make sure that we dominate, you know, and we really help some people on the island make some serious money. There's only 9 people in the whole island of St. Kitts doing this business. 9 people. The whole business is going to build under 9 people. They're going to get rich. Get started with them. Like I said, in Jamaica, started from 1 person. Now there's nearly 300 people. People making a full-time income in their sleep. So after we get back from St. Kitts, we're going to our convention the 24th to the 26th of September. So it's likely that we'll be in St. Kitts roughly between the 20th to the 24th, or the 27th to, you know, the 30th. That's roughly what we'll be looking to do. Now, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, after that convention, you know, we're going to have some fun at Mexico. We're going to have an exclusive VIP treatment in one of the finest hotels in the whole of Mexico. If you want to join us, you can definitely join us. We're doing incentives to pay for your flight if you become a goal builder with 9 business partners. Now, what we're going to show you now, ladies and gentlemen, is a quick recap on getting started. Get started, you make some money, you help someone else, they make some money, keep going. That's it. But you want to know how much to get started in the business. I know we've done a lot of talking, we're about to wrap up now. So the cost to get started, ladies and gentlemen, is only $199. People in America even, you know, queuing up to buy sneakers, you know, Jordans. Don't do that. Don't waste your money on trainers for $200 when you can invest into yourself, invest into a business that can afford you to really live life to the full. You know, if you're going to have fun, if you want to have fun, if you want to party, do it properly. Come party with us in London. Come party in Paris. Let's travel around the Caribbean. You know, let's get a private boat. You know, if we're going to have fun, we might as well live life to the full. And living life and having fun and looking after your family takes money. And we're going to show you, for a tiny investment of $199 and only $59 a month to run your business, we're going to show you how to turn a 3-figure decision into a 6-figure future. Don't look at the money coming out. Look at the potential money coming in. For the rest of your life, you will earn and save money on your travel, and you can do so for the people around you. We're going to use Facebook to help you find the right people, not just people, but the right people. So as we move on, we do really welcome you, the best place on the planet. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, and we want you to make a decision. Number 3s are going to say no thank you. Number 2s are going to say they have some questions. And number 1s are going to be ready to go. I would love to quickly, you know, get the lines open for any of our guests who may have any questions. You know, if you're a guest, you've been invited here by someone, whether it's, you know, Samantha, Vadney, Mr. Rose, you know, if it might be Chanel, you know, whoever invited you to the line today, you know, definitely, you know, feel free to fire away any questions you have. I'm going to get Alexia to unmute the line so we can help you, you know, make an informed decision on something that could really be one of the most. Hello.
Next month.
Oh, you have to push me down just to see.
Any questions, guys? Okay. Doesn't seem like we've got any questions. So
when they come on the line, and then, you know.
So it doesn't seem like we've got any questions. What I'd recommend, do get back in touch with the person who invited you here. We would love to work with you. This business is booming. It's not a begging business. You know, you either get on board, get on the track, get on the trains, or get out where it's the track. It's fast moving, you know, and we're looking for the right people in St. Kitts. Like I said, 9 people, just 9 people doing this, and we're looking to really expand and grow. We're coming physically to St. Kitts to help launch this. You know, we're not just going to be doing webinars on the internet. We're going to be in your living rooms, in your local, you know, town, cities, to help people you know, to succeed quick. So I think I've got a question in the chat box. Let me have a quick read. Bear with me, guys. Question is, does the money have to be paid at the same time you get started? Yes, once you get started, you pay straight away. If you're in a place where you can't, you know, get started financially today, that's okay. You know, let the person who's inviting you here know. And, you know, when you are ready to get started, then do that. And that's the main reason why, you know, we're excited about the business, because anybody, you know, who's looking to, you know, change their life should have the money. If you've worked a job, you've worked hard, you should have the money in your account. If not, that means we need to spend more time putting us first and not our boss. You know, our boss would have the money, and if we don't and we work harder than our boss, that's the reason why jobs don't work. You know, the world is changing. You now have an opportunity to have a backup plan, to have a way to make money, and of course to help yourself. So really good question. I'm just going to read the second question now. Let's just come in. Would like to know how to reach out to someone for further details, and if this is recorded, can it be emailed to me? Hey, Christelle, could you let us know who invited you here? That's a great question. So whoever invited you here, I would recommend, you know, get back in touch with them. They can definitely send you this as a recording. Okay, Alexa did. So if I don't know if Alexa's on the line. Let me see. Yep, Alexa's on the line. Okay, amazing. So yeah, get back in touch with Alexa. She will give you the information. She will give you this video to be recorded. We've got a short 10-minute version, which will give you all the information. And if you've got any questions, I'd personally love to get on a call with you to help you answer any questions that you have. So thank you so much, Christelle. Thank you so much, Arlon. Really appreciate your questions. I'll give it a few more minutes to see if there's any more questions from anybody else. You feel free to unmute yourself, or you can just use the chat box. And if there's any questions from anybody, would love to get them answered. Okay, well, what we'll do, guys, is that your own decision? Yes, it's totally up to you. You know, I don't want to give you the sales pitch, but I would recommend you get started yesterday. Just think about the concept. Now, whether you believe this is going to work or not, what's the risk? $200. Some of us spend $200 on a belt, you know, nice belt. But there's 9 people doing this business in St. Kitts. Let me see if I can show you guys so you can see for yourself. In fact, I can show you. I'm on my website right now. Bear with me. I'm going to turn my camera around. So I don't know if you guys can hopefully see my screen. So this is PlanNet Now, which is our main like sort of online magazine, which talks about all the different things we're doing. You can see our convention at the Gaylord Palm Hotel. That's what it looks like. You can imagine 5,000 people having a party in there. It's gonna be fun. So now let me look at the map of all the different countries that we're in. So you know, we're booming all over the world. Let me show you what's happening in the world right now. So you know, if you live in you know, any parts of the Caribbean, now we've got a big team booming in Barbados right now. You know, so if anyone's on the line here in Barbados, you know, just comment below. I just forgot to mention, Barbados is literally taking off right now as we speak. I've got 2 business partners over there in Barbados. You know, I have never been. I think Arisha's from Barbados. Arisha, you'll have to let me know if you are. But we've got some people doing some really good things. We've got people making a few $100s a month. They just got started and they're not slowing down. So, you know, if you live over there, you know, definitely, you know, you want to work with us. Now, people like Ricardo, people like Arisha are fully responsible for this number here. This is the UK. Just shy of 7,000 people doing it in the US, in the UK. You can see that America is about 50,000 people, but we're focusing on the Caribbean, you know, Guadeloupe, Jamaica. Like I said, there's a young lady in Jamaica. She's a nurse, and she just shared the business. She sent a video to all the people that worked with her. Some said no, many said yes. Now she's making $3,000 split between every Thursday, every 15th of the month, and every 1st of the month. She's still working as a nurse. She decided to save the $3,000 from her business and to just use her salary. How amazing is that? Now, if her salary changed or they fired her, she's still comfortable. What about St. Kitts? Guys, like I said, 9 people in the whole island doing this business. That is an opportunity for you to get started. What if Jamaica, had 9 people and you got started and this happened? Everything has to build under the people doing it. I can't be in St. Kitts, I'm in London. So it has to be built under Avadni. It has to be built under, Samantha. It has to be built under Alexia. It has to be built under the people that are involved in the business. It has to be built under you. So definitely, guys, don't wait too long. So yeah, I would say get in as soon as you can. The question, how long do you have to pay the monthly fee? Well, just like any business, it has a cost. Every business has a cost, every real tangible business. So your website, if I give you a quick look at your website, has everything on it. Your website is going to have, flights, hotels. This is an example of, my website. You get your own face on it. Mine is Go Travel Holidays. That's my brand. I'm about to do yeah. So you can see, cars, cruises, flights, hotels, villas. Now, my website has every single major company involved in it. You can see our licenses, our ABTA license over here in the UK. You guys have IATA license in the States. So it needs to be run. You could book airlines, I think it was Liat Airlines I used to get to St. Kitts, I think. So everything can be booked there. Carnivals, if someone's going to Trinidad, your flights are there. If someone's going to Jamaica, your flights are there. Someone's going to Miami, to Mexico, your flights, hotels, cruises, activities. So it needs money for you to have a website linked to all the flights and hotels around the world. So that's what you're paying for. The monthly fee you continue to pay for the life of your business until you decide to quit. If you do, which I wouldn't recommend, but your money can come out of your profit. So if you're paying $59 a month for your business, that comes out 30 days later. What are we going to do in 30 days? Now have a look at this concept. We've got about 20 plus people on this webinar, and I know Mr. Rose is going to make money tonight. He's already got some people who are signing up tonight. So when they sign up, he's making $50. $50. So he's not thinking about the $59 coming out in 30 days time. He's already moving. This is our 3rd webinar I think we're doing. So Mr. Rose is thinking about every single webinar, which takes 30 minutes. It takes longer because I talk too much. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop soon. But every webinar we do, which takes 30 minutes, he has 2 people on. It's $50, $50. It's $100 in 1 hour. How many 1 hours can you fit into 30 days? So Mr. Rose is thinking as an entrepreneur. He's thinking as a business owner. See, when you go to work, you pay probably more than $50, $60 a month to get to work, right? Unless you live very close to the office. But Mr. Rose is now already making hundreds of dollars. So when that $59 comes out 30 days later, he's going to be, very excited. Alexia, one of our top business partners, and I can't wait, to see her get her bronze pin, to be one of the first people, out there, making substantial money. She's already on her way. When she does a webinar, $50 per person, she's just looking to help as many people as possible. And she's already been mentored by our millionaire mentor, Donald Bradley. So she's been guided to do the right thing, to say the right things, to help the people, in the best way possible. So I've already said, soon as she's ready, go build her. I'm putting on the first flight to the USA to pay for her convention ticket, and anybody that comes with her. Get 9 people on your team. We're paying for your flight and hotel. And I'm saying this is for anybody who's either in Barbados, Jamaica, or St. Kitts. If you're in those 3 places and you recruit 9 people by us helping you do webinars, calls, sending videos, some are going to say no, some are going to say yes. 9 people, we're going to pay for your flight and hotel to come out to Orlando, Florida with us. So, if you've been invited here by Alexia, if you've been invited here, that means she cares about you. And you definitely want to get back in touch with her ASAP so she can really help you, position yourself and get started. So before we finish, I'm just going to check the final questions in the chat box just to make sure we get everything right. Cool. Amazing, guys. So, Arisha's really excited. She can't wait to, help people in the Barbados. That's where she's from. We're going to have a director coming out of there soon. And it's definitely your time. if you're in St. Kitts, man, it's definitely your time. So, someone said, would a visa be easier to get? Of course. You see, when you are looking to get a visa, they want to know what you're doing. And as a travel agent, as a travel professional in a home-based business, which is an American-based company, yes, we're going to be able to help you to do that. You can actually book visas through your business, and you earn $10 US for every visa you book. So if you're going in a group and 4 people need a visa, you've made $40. So yes, you now own a travel business. So certain things are going to be much easier and much better for you in terms of, moving around the world. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Do get back in touch with the people who invited you here, and we'll see you very soon. Thank you so much for your time.